My name is Chelsea Clark. I'm from Round Rock, Texas, and I'm a senior honors biology pre-med major. Texas Tech to me personally means having a chance to grow as a person. Speaking from someone who pays their way through college, literally every aspect, I never imagined to have the opportunities I have now. I went into college thinking that I don't even know if I'm going to be able to financially finish it, to being in multiple organizations and now running for an executive position of SGA and just meeting so many great people. I really have had so many chances to grow as a person, and I can't thank Tech enough for doing that for me, and I know that plenty other students feel that way, and the future students will too. And the number one thing that every grad student, every undergrad student, every person knows is that graduate school is tough. You're working, you're doing, you're going to school, most of them are researching. And for that reason, I knew that if I was going to be in the graduate school, no matter what field I go into, I want to be able to help the students around me, especially since I'm going to be hearing about it a lot. So, my biggest initiative is the very brief title is Decrease Graduate Stresses. And there's 3 things that I'd like to do under that. And the first one is I would like to increase research funding as much as possible, especially with this new Tier 1 recognition. I think that if we increased our research funding, it would put a lot less pressure on the advisors and the professors who need to do the research, and it could potentially pay TAs more. And I would also like to ensure fair treatment of researchers. I've heard a lot of negative stories and experiences that people have had as far as being overworked or even as to the point of threatened of not graduating if they don't act a certain way. And people are scared to sometimes approach their advisors and the people they work for. So I really want to work on ensuring that all researchers are being treated fairly, money-wise and emotionally. But my most favorite trip of all is when I went to Jamaica for a medical mission trip. It was only 1 week. It was this past summer, and it was the most eye-opening experience I have ever had. You know, I've been to the Philippines, which is a third world country, but I've never been able to work in a clinical setting. And it just made me want to fight so much harder for healthcare, education, and treatment in third world countries. And the kids there really, I cried when I had to leave them. Like, I just loved it there, and I want to go on a million more mission trips.